What if I told you that a nation halfway across the world, a place most people might overlook, holds a hidden role in God's divine plan? A role so profound, so unexpected, it challenges everything we think we know about prophecy, faith, and destiny. Imagine a country shaped by centuries of resilience, forged through unimaginable trials yet steadfast in its faith. A nation known as the Pearl of the Orient. Could it be that this pearl has been divinely prepared for a moment in history that's yet to unfold? The Bible hints at nations rising in the last days to fulfill divine purposes. Could the Philippines, this deeply faithful, joyfully resilient nation, be one of them? What does it mean for a nation to be chosen by God? In this video, we'll uncover the biblical clues, the historical mysteries, and the prophetic signs that point to a shocking truth about the Philippines' divine purpose. And trust me, the answers might just change how you see this nation and your own faith forever. So, are you ready to discover the incredible destiny of a nation that could hold the key to God's ultimate plan? The biblical basis for a chosen nation. Throughout history, God has chosen specific nations to fulfill His divine purposes. We see this vividly in the Bible, where Israel is called His chosen people, Deuteronomy 7:6. God raised them up to reveal His glory, to proclaim His name among the nations, and to bring forth the Savior of the world. In Matthew 12:42, Jesus speaks of the Queen of the South, saying, "She will rise at the judgment with this generation and condemn it." Many theologians have debated the identity of this queen, but some interpretations suggest it could point to a nation in the South, perhaps a country that exemplifies faith and resilience in the face of adversity. Exclamation point. The speaker within the speaker. Could the Philippines, this archipelago in Southeast Asia, rich in Christian faith, be a modern reflection of God's chosen nation? The Philippines' Christian heritage. The Philippines is often called the most Christian nation in Asia, and rightly so. With over 86% of its population identifying as Catholic, this nation stands as a bastion of faith in a region dominated by other religions. But this didn't happen by chance. In the 16th century, Spanish missionaries arrived with the sword and the cross, bringing the message of Christ to these islands. The Spanish colonization wasn't without hardship. It came with exploitation and suffering. Yet, amidst the trials, the Filipinos embraced the faith wholeheartedly, integrating it into their daily lives, traditions, and celebrations. Today, symbols of that legacy endure: the grand processions during Holy Week, the devout following of the Black Nazarene, and the unwavering commitment to family prayer and Sunday worship. The faith of the Filipino people has not just survived, it has flourished. But why does this matter? Could this nation's unwavering devotion be part of a divine purpose? A calling that stretches far beyond its borders? Symbolism of the Pearl of the Orient, the symbol of the Persian. The procedure is repeated until the desired response to the person is achieved. Once the response is achieved, the effect is repeated and repeated until the response is closed. The miracle of the miracle works, and after 90 days, the person appears healthy, happy, and strong. The Philippines is famously called the Pearl of the Orient, a name that holds profound biblical symbolism. In Matthew chapter 13 verses 45 through 46, Jesus speaks of the pearl of great price, comparing it to the kingdom of heaven, a treasure so valuable that a man would sell everything to obtain it. But how are pearls formed? They emerge from pain. A tiny grain of sand irritates the oyster, and over time, layers upon layers are added to transform that irritation into a radiant, priceless gem. The Philippines' history mirrors this process. Centuries of colonization, devastating wars, and relentless natural disasters have caused suffering beyond measure. Yet through these trials, the Filipino people have emerged stronger, more faithful, and more united, a shining testament to God's transformative power. Is it possible that the Philippines, shaped by adversity and strengthened by faith, has been prepared by God to fulfill a special mission in these turbulent times? may be best explained by saying, what role does the Philippines' deep faith and resilience play in God's greater plan for the world? And why might this nation be destined to rise as a spiritual beacon in the end times? Let's explore these questions together. The Queen of the South prophecy. The Queen of the South will rise at the judgment with this generation and condemn it. This verse has puzzled theologians for centuries. Who is this Queen of the South? And why is she destined to rise in judgment? Many biblical scholars point to her as a symbol of wisdom and divine calling. Traditionally associated with the Queen of Sheba, some now see her prophecy extending beyond ancient times to a modern nation, a nation chosen to rise in faith and purpose. Could this queen symbolize the Philippines? The Philippines, located in the southern part of Asia, stands as a beacon of unwavering Christian faith. This nation, deeply rooted in devotion to God, mirrors the spiritual qualities of wisdom, resilience, and obedience seen in the Queen of Sheba. Is it possible that the Philippines, often overlooked in global affairs, was divinely prepared for a role in God's grand plan of salvation? Historical parallels with the Queen of Sheba. In the Bible, the Queen of Sheba traveled great distances to seek Solomon's wisdom, bringing with her riches and gifts. She recognized the divine presence in Israel and humbled herself before God's anointed king. Similarly, the Philippines has long demonstrated a unique humility and dedication to God despite its history of colonization, hardships, and trials. What's more, the Philippines is often called the gateway to Asia. Could it be that this queen nation is meant to bring spiritual riches to the world? The Philippines' global missionary spirit. The Philippines isn't just a nation of faith, it's a nation of missionaries. Millions of Filipinos work abroad, from the US and Europe to the Middle East. But they don't just send home financial remittances, they bring the